We're into round 5. This heat features a former world champ, two-time event champ, and local boy Joel Parkinson taking on rookie wildcard approach with Caio Ibelli. We saw him as a wildcard last season.
You know, let's go back to that forecast situation. I mean, you can predict, but at the end of the day, it's up to Mother Nature.
We're underway in round 5. Parko getting the first wave. Snaps it and gets a wrap on this inside track. It's got a dreamy wall. After a long wait, he's fired up. Gets that classic Parko body torque wrap. There's a snap off the lip to finish. Caio's answering. Ibelli into the whitewater. He looks a little casual. We'll see if he makes a decision to kick out to hold priority, and he will.
Well, a couple of little quick waves right there. Joel Parkinson, I think, maybe got the benefit of the doubt on that exchange. Caio's opening maneuver was great. Joel had a couple of beautiful turns down the line, so you know, the boys finally get the ball rolling, Joe.
So now we get to see the form of Caio Ibelli versus Joel Parkinson. Parko getting the first wave, which he loves to do everywhere around the world, and especially at right-hand point breaks, and especially at home, as we'll take another look at Caio's wave.
Yeah, what's this opening turn? Yeah, straight off the bottom through the lip. That is a beautiful maneuver there from Caio Ibelli. Just drew right off the bottom. The wave really didn't have too much more on offer, but that steep bottom turn, the Adrian de Souza-like bottom turn here at Snapper Rocks, that's exactly what you got to do on your forehand. Joel Parkinson on the other hand, this wave kind of stood up a little bit better, gave him a little bit more scoring opportunity. See how much the face of the wave is more vertical, so it's offering multiple turns to Joel Parkinson. Caio Ibelli's wave went a little fat, so Joel right there, look at that beautiful turn. Clicked with that one, absolutely perfect, great timing, nice and smooth and clean. They always talk about Joel Parkinson in the early days making things look so easy. He's changed that up, Joe. He's put a little bit more aggression into it. He's made it look a bit more radical. Hence that world title followed right after.
Just love that effortless style. When he presses on the gas, it looks unbeatable. The amount of space he covers on the open face. Joel Parkinson's done a lot throughout his career. Obviously one of the best surfers ever, accomplishing his lifelong dream of being a world champion back in 2012. That year was interesting because before that year, he had all those runner-ups in the world. People were asking, is it going to happen? He started working with a lot of guys close to him, guys like Luke Egan in the lead-up, and then Wes Berg through that year he clinched, and they had everything mapped out for him. Everything was locked in, even the steps it took to go from the house at Pipe to the water to check in for the jersey. Wes Berg would wake up in the morning. I don't even know if Joel knew that, but he was actually making sure there weren't any holes in the sand in the dark.
Caio's got priority. I think he's going to let Joel go. Joel's having a look, knows he wants to get that a backup for that 717. Quick little in and out right there. A little bit of frustration you can see from Joel, but more sets on the way. You know, I think the ocean took a little bit of a breather. I think we're going to see it fire up. You know, it's talk about that purple patch. Well, that was the opposite of the purple patch.
Now back on with Caio Ibelli, setting up a first vertical snap, clean wrap, and he'll reverse the rebound. Haven't seen that in a long time. Now he's going to fade again. It's got this little inside wall that could potentially give him something solid to work with, so he'll wait. Now he's running after it with a ton of speed. We're looking for Caio to go big above the lip. He'll float, and he misses the section. So Caio Ibelli started with a 3.67. He needed a 3.74 to take the lead there.
Yeah, he's not looking for threes though, Joe. He's looking for sevens and eights. I mean, to take down Joel Parkinson, you're going to have to score up into the excellent range, especially out here at Snapper Rocks. But early days, still 22 minutes and 15 on the clock. There's no time to you know, stress period just yet. Joel Parkinson having a look.
Parko already with a big number of a 717. Nice, easy forehand cutty in the pocket. Front side wrap, more wave to work with. Quick jam on the section, straight into a bottom turn, and he'll get a little bit hung up. He's going to hang in there. Down carve, and he throws a little three off the rebound.
Anything you can do?
That's right. Matching each other on those little rebounds. Probably heard the beach announcer announce Caio's move.
Yeah. You know, the thing I like about Joel, the way he surfs, is, you know, when he takes off on the wave, he sort of stands tall and then he crouches down and explodes off the bottom. One of the best bottom turns in the game. Right there, stands up tall, crouches down. Watch this turn here. Again, up and then down. You can see him bend down and bend those knees and just spring into step. He gets so much drive off his bottom turn. Look at that. Kind of got caught right there just a little bit. You can see him looking over his shoulder thinking, okay, Caio's got priority, so I just got a little spinner right at the end of that wave. So it's not going to be a huge score, but he's going to get his 2-wave total.
And also seeing Caio Ibelli setting up this wave. We got B. Durbridge watching. How do you like Caio's form on this attempt?
Yeah, Caio's looking really good. He's not picking those growers though, so yeah, I don't think this wave will factor in at the end of the heat, but yeah, Joel got another little scorer there, and it was interesting. Joel could have kicked out in front of Caio and probably got priority, but he kept riding, so we'll see if that comes into play at the end.
But you'd explain the term grower.
Yeah, you just want one that when you're paddling into it, it walls up in front of you, and Caio's picked a good wave here maybe, but yeah, it's looking like it's going to grow actually. He could be on a good one.
So Caio Ibelli now just S-ing his way through the inside. He's got the wall. Just slaps the fins out on that turn. Now he's got that air momentum. He'll float. And now off the bottom, big jam. A better part of the way for Ibelli. Now he's got the lift to hit. Straight up again, and his fins are out. He's got a good rotation on the inside. Blow tail into a layback, but he can't hang on to that inside section.
That is a grower.
So that was the one he was looking for, Abid?
Yeah, definitely. That was a really good wave for what's on offer out there now. So yeah, now it's going to be an even heat coming into the last exchanges. Well, there's still 19 minutes to go, so hopefully it just keeps pouring in now.
But how important is it for Caio to finish that wave off right there?
Yeah, the judges are loving the finishes, I think. You just want to stamp it with authority, so you just leave it in the judge's hands to not give you that score if you don't finish it. So I think he'll be a little bit bummed he didn't put that one away.
So we're watching that replay. Caio Ibelli hung in there and picked out this inside wall. He didn't get the finish, but he had some good turn spots.
Yeah, he absolutely did. You know, Bede said the grower, what that is the wave starts off smaller than it ends. So this one just starting to get bigger as Caio goes down the line. It offers him a lot of scoring potential. Look how quick this kid is. Off the bottom, off the top, jams the fins out of the back of the wave. How easy was that? And then as we talked about just before, just to finish that wave off, give yourself another extra half a point. In the eyes of the judges, you're in control of what you're doing, and you know, leave no doubt that that was a good wave. So he's going to get a good score for what he's already done, but it could have been just that little bit better. If you were looking at the wave from behind, you would see those three fins out the back of the wave.
Looks like Parko with priority is going to get started here. Slides the tail right into a bottom turn. Clean snap, nice and vertical. Rips one in the pocket again, so a good start. Full rail work into a tight rebound. Let's see if this one's going to grow down the line. Aggressive turn again. It's starting to give him a lip to work with. Perfect sink and rhythm. He'll throw the tail out to finish. Parko's small wave game is on point in this matchup. He's looking to improve on a 4.33 to put more pressure on Caio.
Tell you what, he looks sharp, doesn't he? I mean, that was about a waist-high wave for Joel, and he lit that thing up. I love that smooth transition, those big wraparound cutbacks. That all means something, you know, that all sets everything up for him. You can see him taking off here, getting that board moving straight away. Opens up with a beautiful turn. Just a smooth rail-to-rail surfing there, no glitches whatsoever. Nice transition. I love that turn right there. I think it's one of the most underrated turns. Gets him back into the power of the wave. Snapper rocks, that whitewater is sort of pushing across the bank. It's giving Joel like a slingshot into those next maneuvers. Through the lip again, and just shows a little bit of pizzazz at the end of that one. So Joel Parkinson, he's going to better that 4.33. Caio Ibelli at this point in time looking for a 5.18, 15 and a half to go. So it's starting to pick up speed. The ocean's starting to come alive. We're starting to see some action.
What an interesting start to round 5. 2 restarts and then a beach start, really, when these boys came in. But you also start to see the opportunity for Parko. If he does want this year to be another world title run, we only have 2 surfers remaining from the top 10 from last year on the Jeep leaderboard in Felipe de Souza. A lot of big names out. This is his time to capitalize. Caio Ibelli now up, fin throw, layback hack. Looking aggressive through the inside wall. Little hung up, but he fights through. Now punches over that section, sets the rail, full roundhouse. And he'll wait. Not much on offer, but starting off with a lot of fire to try to get the score pots.
Wow, you know, if this kid could just get himself on a good wave, he'd be very, very dangerous. You know, it's his first CT event, so there's got to be those little nerves. He's surfing against one of the best guys out here. He's got a crowd, well, I would have to say semi-divided, because there's a lot of Brazilians on the beach. Watch his first turn here from Caio. Look at the spring he gets right up and over the lip. And then this layback snap, just variety and power. I mean, this kid's got power to burn. Just caught a little bit right there, which kind of threw him off, but then just floating, sliding maneuvers. Caio Ibelli just showing that he's got some spring in his step, and if he gets himself on a piece of open water, he is going to be dangerous. Watch this turn here from Caio Ibelli. Lays into it, just extends that back foot. See how that back leg is straight, pushing those fins as hard as he possibly can. Now he crouches down, brings that board back underneath, core strength, a necessity in a maneuver like that. And what I love about it, Joe, is he came out of that maneuver with a ton of speed and laying it back over on the rail, just a little bit of rip. You can see all the bump on the face, and that's what caught that inside rail.
Now we go back to live with a drifting snap from Parkinson. Knifes it vert as he passes Caio. Clean rail work into the roundhouse. Now out in front, he'll carve. His wave's starting to really stretch out, and his speed is building down the line. Now hard off the bottom, tight projection snap. Squares up off the top for a beautiful carve. Now motioning for the fin throw. He stomps it, another solid finishing move, and Parko's having some fun.
Yeah, that he is. I'm glad this heat started producing some waves for these guys. They both looked relatively frustrated. They pretty much called it a day. Came in through the keyhole, got sent back out, so we've finally seen some good stuff go down. Caio Ibelli with a 6.0 on that last occasion, due to the fact that there was no inside connection, Joe. Had he got that little inside grower that Bede was talking about, we would have seen scores go up into the excellent range. Let's have a look at Joel here, just lighting it up, showing some innovation. You know, these waves right now are really high performance, and Joel is absolutely tearing it apart, just carving his way through the inside here, keeping that rail, board moving rail to rail, which creates speed. Once you've got speed out here, pretty much go wherever you want. Joel Parkinson, just a series of slashing maneuvers. This is going to be another good score, looking to replace the 717 to try and increase his lead on Caio Ibelli. Is he going to do it? I think so.
Incredible performance for the local hero, Joel Parkinson, looking to increase his lead against the rookie Caio Ibelli. We have 9 minutes on the clock here in round 5, heat number 1 performance.
Absolutely right, Joe. I mean, from round 1, I think he was averaging 17, 18 points on his two-wave total. You know, we asked the question, can you continue doing that? I mean, heat after heat. Normally you see guys have a heat like that, and it's really hard to come back in the next round and do the same thing. So,
is there any other venue on tour that has a big screen where you watch your replays?
Only J-Bay you can see a little bit, but not as clear as the Gold Coast here. It's so good, especially if you get a wave all the way past Little Marley. You can watch the whole thing while you're paddling back out, and I think it's great. And the crowd gets into it, and it's just really cool to have.
Thanks, Pete, as we go into a big tail-high reverse from Caio Ibelli as he's looking to answer back. Wraps it, now he's hoping for a double up here. Going for broke, he knows he needs a 9.74 now. So he might do something massive in here. He's winding up, hard off the bottom, a huge forehand hook. Now he needs something major again. Tags the float, right into a layback, but he'll lose the finishing move.
well, there again, just a little glitch at the end. You know, you've got to finish those off. This is the big time. This is, you know, competing against the best in the world. You can't afford to make those little mistakes, Joe.
As we see Parko just casually coming in. He made a little motion. We'll see if that board's still intact. Could have a little buckle as he's riding in still with 4:25 to go. Thanks, Strider. 55 seconds to go. Parko ran up the point to try to get priority off Caio, but Caio's allowed to take this wave. Might come down to this. Needs a 9.74. First turn solid. Blows the tail out into a carve. Starting to slow down, but he'll hang in there. He's got 35 seconds, so he doesn't have a whole lot of time to make another decision here. And he's just coasting, and looks like this one's going to be over for the rookie, having some fun on the inside. Definitely did some damage in his first eventful time as a rookie on tour, finishing with an equal ninth. He had to deal with a couple of interesting moments, 2 restarts and then a beach start because they thought they weren't going to run. But he came out blazing. What about that layback hack he did along the way?
You know what, to be honest with you, I thought that was the best maneuver of the heat. You know, Joel just strung everything together. He just put a complete ride together on 2 occasions, dropped 2 8-point rides. And at this stage of the event, if you're not getting 8s, you're not moving through. And that's Caio's going to learn that. This is a huge learning experience for the kid. And, you know, he's got a smile on his face there, as you can see, because why he's in the big leagues right now, and he's got to hold his head up high. He's done really well.